As the debate over abortion rages, I find myself wondering, how can anybody claim that God is in favor of abortion? But some do. Or how can they claim that the issue is important, but not really that important? The Wall Street Journal recently reported on the conflict among Catholic bishops. Should pro-abortion Catholic politicians like Nancy Pelosi receive communion? One bishop says no. Another bishop says yes. Meanwhile, a few weeks ago, the Associated Press highlighted some professing Protestants who claimed that their faith demanded that they support abortion. They quoted one lady who said, quote, "We know that Christianity supports freedom, and inherent in freedom is bodily autonomy. Inherent in Christianity is free will. When people talk about the body being a temple of God, you have purview over your body. There is nothing more sacred," end quote. Nothing more sacred than what? Being able to abort your own baby? Obviously, what is ignored here is the sacred nature of the unborn child created in the image of God. Psalm 139 tells us that God has made us in our mother's wombs and that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Thou shalt do no murder is the sixth commandment that directly applies to abortion, the deliberate taking of a human life, albeit in the womb, hidden from view. Another commandment is that we are not to tell lies, but we often forget that Roe v. Wade was built on a series of lies. For example, that Jane Roe was raped. She was not. If you favor killing unborn babies, why would you even have a problem telling lies? Another commandment forbids adultery. Sometimes abortions are committed to cover up the sin of adultery, to keep it hidden at the child's expense. Abortion could be viewed as violating at least 3 of the 10 commandments. Those who claim God is on the side of the abortion, who is knowingly killing an unborn baby, are not only supporting a murderous evil, but they are likely violating the 3rd commandment as well, by taking the name of the Lord God in vain. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.